We said rebounding would be the key. And they're basically playing 5 small forwards, and we only won the rebound battle by 1. We started out okay, up 19-12. Then again, we quit running the basketball and being effective. And that's our strength, particularly at home, is transition. And you see the fast break 9-3 their way. And that's where we've got to attack, because when the jump shot isn't going, you've got to do something else. I thought the defense in the second half, no matter what the score was, we only gave them 1 3 in the second half, and I thought that was a big difference, even though they were 5 for 13 in the first half. Hurd and Ray, it was almost just like we played Oklahoma State with their 2 best players. Hurd and Ray did a good job. I thought we did a decent job on Bradley. We weren't giving her the space, and she didn't play as much as she normally does. Maybe they would needed to put another athlete in there. And what hurt us again, rebounding with our guards not getting on the defensive boards. Guards not getting on the defensive boards. It's been Achilles heel all year, and we hadn't corrected it. We can run every drill in the world, but when they do a good job against our bigs, that's where the guards have got to come in, because too many times we're playing teams that take 25 seconds to run an offense and then drive the ball on us and hope that we won't block out. That offense has worked. You saw it work against Central Arkansas. It doesn't matter what the score is, but we've got to do a better job of game planning to do that and be more consistent. Yes, Carter hit the last 3 baskets and had 3 big-time shots. That's what the best player is supposed to do. But I had 5 kids in double figures, and I'm proud of that. When we needed it inside in the second half, we finally got some easy baskets by Sierra and Indy in there, who I thought played very well. And again, we practice well, but sometimes being able to focus on the little things. During shoot-around, can you focus on the little things where when you're in shoot-around to be able to execute the offense? And we didn't do that in shoot-around. And it came back to bite us. If we're on the road, we probably lose this game. But we're at home, the crowd helped us through, and when we got down by 5, we've been here before. We've played the teams to get us ready to make stops and plays down the stretch. Stops and offensive plays and wanting the basketball. That's what Kennedy Carter does the best, is she wants the ball in crucial situations. Lil Sham saved us in the first half. I thought she had an excellent first half in there. We weren't getting a little offense, so I tried to put Wilson in there against their zone to try to give us 3 outside shooters, and she just came up a little dry. But we had balance. We're going to take it. Hurd and Ray had excellent games, but remember, we still forced Hurd into 8 turnovers. Okay, we had 7 turnovers, if I'm not mistaken, in the first quarter, 9 at half. We slowed down. We made some early in the third quarter, but a veteran team, neither team was going to beat itself. 5 out of their top 6 are seniors. I've got Sham in there, and I've got 4 juniors. They're pretty doggone good. So sometimes you got to give credit for teams making plays down the stretch. That was a good basketball team. Yes, I was frustrated because sometimes we were not doing what we should have done against the 2-man trap to start the offense. We worked on it, did a great job in practice when we had to yesterday, not today, and it reared its head, and we didn't get the ball inside enough consistently to be effective. My ramble's over. What you got?
So against Ray in the second half, did you do a better job denying her the ball, or did a better job guarding her when she got the ball? What was your game
Better
plan?
job realizing that she's left-handed. We knew she was left-handed, but she's had 4 good years of playing against us. I told her in the receiving line, if you will, I said, I'll be there for your graduation. I like the kid. She's a kid that I've known for a long time. She did a very good job. Hurd has just burst onto the seam, and we did a pretty good job on that last play of stopping her from getting the ball. I think that was a switch at the end, or Kennedy ended up on her, but we didn't foul her, and we made them have to take a tough shot. That's Coach Starkey's defense on the last play. We did a good job there.
You mentioned that they only scored 1 3 in the second half. What made you effective in guarding the 3 in the second half as opposed to the first?
Well, one, they only played Bradley for 16 minutes, so she went a different direction. She thought she could beat us by rebounding. Okay, all year Bradley's got 1 offensive rebound the whole year, and all of a sudden, whoever they brought in, I thought 23 played very well for them. And they just kept crashing the boards, and we kept allowing them to crash the boards. And 12 offensive boards, and a lot of that was against our guards not blocking out as they were coming in. I don't know if I answered that one right or not, but she's a good player. We just paid a little bit more attention, and finally the respect factor hit that this is a good player. We got toasted in the first quarter on 3 threes out of their first 11 points, and 2 of them were on inbounds plays that we worked against solid, and we still gave them up. Good for them, bad for us.
Gary, what can you take away from this, and can your team take away from this to be able to overcome everything you talked about, win a close game? How can that help moving forward?
First, thank you for the fans that are living with us through this. We play tough. We're not the prettiest basketball team in the world sometimes, but damn it, we play hard. And sometimes, give your opponent credit, we've got to get better. This is why we're playing this type of schedule, to get ready for conference play. And I can take away that at the end of the game, I've got Kennedy. I've got Kennedy. And even though this wasn't one of her better ball games, defensively or blocking out or turnover-wise, how many players can make what she did on our last 3 possessions? Give the kid a little bit of credit.
She said the same thing you did, and I think her exact quote, Robert can tell me if we're wrong, is, you don't understand, we have to get better. What is it that you guys as a team are looking for?
We're looking to be able to respond to adversity and take coaching during timeouts. And if we talked as much in the classroom, we'd all have straight A's. We're talking too much when the coaches are trying to teach during timeouts. Okay, they want it, but at the same time, we've got to handle the adversity. I know how to save my timeouts for the right time and everything to advance and all that type of stuff. But to do this, we've got to have better leadership, and you should have better leadership from junior and a senior ball club. And we will get better on that. But this was very similar to the Rice game in Houston. We tied them and rebounded, and it went down to we made plays because we know how to win at the end-of-game situations, because we've been there and we've played the competition to get us ready to make those plays. But they're different zones and traps. It bothered us the whole night. That's reward to them because they did an excellent job in that.